Cool. Now, and things on YouTube should also work. That's a good thing. And I probably should also be able to see the chat again now. But yeah, things should be live again. Yeah, again live. Cool, so with that, I just opened the chat now here on my phone. You can see it somewhere. Why is everything so complicated? Cool, I see the chat. So if any one of you have a question, was wondering why did the stream just cut away, and I also think we're working the sound. Beep boop beep boop. Oh, dee, dee. Why is cool? Oh wait, let's get back into the animation before I don't know, whatever happens. And yeah, let's look at part 2 here. So let's minimize this window, and we're minimizing that window. So in the meantime, where I was waiting that the connection is back, I just animated a couple more frames. So only these two here, so a couple more in-betweens. So yeah, we're fixing the timing here a little bit. And yeah, this was the only thing that you've missed. So what we're doing again here, this was the example of the little devil fruit, and play it again. And I also liked a little bit the smoke here that is coming off of the ground here. So this is also something you could implement here. But make it a little bit not so consistent, a little bit more like that, I would say. I feel like works better. And yeah, this would be one approach. And I would also say it should be more fast in the beginning, and then it getting slowly 1, 2, 3, maybe position it here on 3s. And so also these here a little bit more slow. And yeah, I think a couple more in-betweens could be working, especially between these two here. So let's fix it. So between this drawing and this drawing, we want just to add another here. So maybe let's bring it just here. And maybe this one like this one before it falls open to that side. And of course also the knife here. Maybe a little bit longer. Like that. And here he's holding it like this. And smoke here. Cool. And yeah, at the end, it's really about playing a little bit with the timing here, with the frames also. In the animation. So how fast do you want to have it? How many more in-betweens do you want to add? Stuff like that. So yeah, play a little bit around and see what's working for you, what's not working. Maybe also let's quickly see again at the reference. Quickly here blend it in. Doo-doo-doo. And look again. And also you could also animate a little bit the knife moving to the side. Would be also an option. Or even stronger the smoke only at the end when the fruit really is opening. But yeah. That's just as like a little first attempt here. And maybe let's do quickly another one where we just have a little bit more. Or yeah, do it a little bit more differently. With the fruit here in the middle. Maybe like that. Ground. And then maybe the knife here gets here from the side. Let's see. And we want maybe like a cut here from the middle. Maybe like this. So maybe the animation starts here. And we see only here the arm like this. Let's keep it loose. So the devil fruit looks like this here in the beginning. Maybe also the shadow always is like a good indicator on the perspective you're using. So we want to have it a little bit more flat. So it's, yeah, it's more from the side visible. And then the next one would be here cutting in it. Having here like a first little opening cut. Maybe like this. Where the knife goes inside here. Of course, then when going over it, if you're happy with the animation, you could then, of course, also clean it better up. Let's see, maybe I'm doing it after or like in a couple of days or in the next stream and then share the result. So the knife here comes from the side and then is cutting here into the fruit. And yeah, I feel like practicing ellipses or being confident in sketching ellipses is like helps then a lot. to make this working. Cool, like this. And now here's the part, the bottom part. And the knife should be a little bit more visible here. Maybe like this. So that would be something to work better out. And I would even do like this frame here again quickly. So the devil fruit really gets sliced open up here. So we have a more fast version and a more slow version. Maybe like this. And now the knife is already here. Through the fruit. And maybe, yeah, this could be here like a character in the background. Cutting through the fruit. And then here's the smoke start to come out. So it's a little bit more loose, but yeah, I think it's still fun. Different approach here, and also like what's always cool to see, like only 3 frames, and we can establish a little bit like what's happening here actually. So the fruit here gets sliced up. And then also like can be rotate here a little bit more. And yeah, it falls here maybe off. And then maybe we have the knife here. Like this. And the smoke here going out. Yeah, fun animation. I think this would be also fun to animate that more, a little bit more better order, a bit more cleaned up. So this one was a little bit more like the AI reference, like from the top, cutting through and the smoke coming out. And this one a little bit more faster through it. Super fun. So yeah, just a quick fun session today. Let's look again at the original. And of course, this one's a little bit more slower here. We added a little bit more fast timing, especially with this one and also with this one. But yeah, just adding a couple more frames here, and you could also make it in the same speed as this one, and also with the smoke coming up. But yeah, fun session. Sorry for the little break. But yeah, I hope the stream, or the 2 streams now with a little bit break in between, were fun. And yeah, you learned a little bit. If you have any questions more or ideas for next stream, just let me know in the comments, or write me a message or a comment on Instagram and I will answer it. Yeah, let me see if there's any more question. But with that, this was the stream for this week. I hope, like, Friday is, I think, like, Friday is, turns out to be a day where I find the time to stream more regularly. So yeah, every Friday I try to make it happen. But if you have any question, let me know. And I also try, like, a goal is to stream a little bit more often. But yeah, let's see. Maybe 2 times every week would be super cool. So to take also a bit more time to explore more different animations. Or for example, with this one, to go more into detail with that one. With that, thanks everyone for joining, and I hope to see you in the next stream. Bye.